Hey YouTube, this is Fox from Team 1,000 Years of Pain, and before we start the video, I just want to do a quick shout out for Danny's Yu-Gi-Oh! Expo. They're a fellow channel. The link will be down below, and go ahead and check them out. They don't got many videos up yet, but they're a promising new channel just like me. And that's all. Well, on to the video. Hi there Yu-Gi-Tube, this is Fox from Team 1,000 Years of Pain with a new segment that I'm going to try out. It's called Why Aren't We Playing This? Today I'm bringing you the trap card Cloak and Dagger. It is a continuous trap with a very simple effect. When you activate this trap, you declare one card name. If your opponent normal summons, special summons, or flips that monster face up, remove that monster and this card from play. I really don't see why we're not playing this, at least in our side decks. More than likely not the main decks, but the side decks, because usually after you play the first round, you know what your opponent's playing. And I have a few examples for the current meta, which this card would do really well against. The first one is wind-ups. Wind-ups are still a big deck. They're still doing pretty well, and people are still playing them. Wind-up Shark is a key card in the deck. Now, with Cloak and Dagger, you can counter Wind-up Shark pretty much. For Wind-up Shark, you have to reveal the card before you summon it. So, they reveal Wind-up Shark. You chain with Cloak and Dagger. You declare Wind-up Shark as the card name. When Wind-up Shark gets summoned, Cloak and Dagger and Shark both get removed from play. I understand they can get it back with, you know, Leviair and stuff like that, but still, overall, Shark, that's Cloak and Dagger can work against wind-ups. The next example I have is the Mermails. They're one of the more popular decks now, but Mermail Megalo, I believe that's who it is, or Abyss Megalo, or something like that. The big guy in the deck, the one that you have to send 2 cards from the hand to the grave to summon. The first thing you have to do is reveal him. So when they go to reveal him and activate his effect, you can chain Cloak and Dagger. Declare that card's name. They'll discard 2 cards, which is usually the ones that destroy set cards, and special summon Megalo. Now, when he hits the field, Cloak and Dagger triggers, because it sends him out of play. So overall, they had to send 2 cards from the hand to the graveyard just to get him on the field, and then he gets removed. So I think that works. Another example, Dino Rabbit is a very big deck right now, and with Dino Rabbit, you really can't use Cloak and Dagger on Rabbit or on the monsters they get from Rabbit, because I hate to say it, usually when Rabbit comes out, they're going to try to do it first turn. They're going to try to go first. And then, you know, same thing with the 2 monsters that come out from Rabbit, the 2 normals, because if you declare Sabersaurus, or if you declare, you know, the other 1700 guy, the Kabosa, whatever his name is, you know, they'll just pick the other one. So unless they drew into them, and then they're kind of screwed. But you can declare Doka or Logia, you know, or Soka or whatever. But usually Doka or Logia are the ones you want to worry about. And the reason you declare them is because not to prevent them from coming out, because they can obviously go for another one or another exceed. Or not to destroy them when they come out, but to prevent them from coming out. Because if you play that and you declare Doka, they can't go into Doka. So it gives you more options to set up plays. Same thing with Logia. If you don't want Logia to come out, they'll go into Doka instead. So I think overall, it's not as effective against Dino Rabbit, but it still helps. Same with Insectors. It won't stop them from making their plays, but it will slow them down. Like if you Cloak and Dagger Dragonfly, they can't go Dragonfly, get the Hornet, they'll have to go around and not use Dragonfly. Or if you know Dragonfly is gone, they go Centipede. not the greatest matchup, but still, you know, it still can help. With elemental heroes, there's a lot of searches in elemental heroes, so you pretty much know what's coming out. And if they're playing a bubble beat, or if they're playing, you know, Dino heroes, or, you know, pretty much any type of hero variant, you know, Alias is going to be a big player in that thing. So you can activate and call Alias, or you can call one of the fusions like Shining if you don't want him to come out. So overall, I think, you know, even though it's not the best for them, it still helps prevent them. Same with Medulces. Medulces recycle themselves pretty easily, and usually you can tell what they're going for. So Medulces, overall, Cloak and Dagger can slow them down. So I think that's another good thing to side in for Cloak and Dagger, for Medulces. Machinas, you know, Machina Fortress, still being played in Gear decks, getting played in a lot of decks actually. Well, unfortunately, Machina Fortress has two parts to its effect. One part is where they discard the cards, so they can go ahead and discard their two cards, usually Fortress being one. You can activate Cloak and Dagger, call Machina Fortress, their effect resolves, summoning Fortress, and then Fortress will get removed. At least in my mind, that's the logical process for this. Because if you're able, if you're able to activate Cloak and Dagger when they reveal cards, you should be able to activate Cloak and Dagger after they pay the cost or discard for cards. So 90% sure that'd work. If I'm wrong, please let me know, but don't be a jerk about it. Besides that, really any deck that focuses around getting one or two specific cards onto the field, Cloak and Dagger can help against. Also, any deck that searches a whole lot, Cloak and Dagger can help against. So I don't see why it's not in more side decks, considering there's a lot of, it's a very generic card that can be played against a lot of decks, and I know most side decks concentrate on very specific deck matchups for them. So I don't understand why more people aren't playing this card. If you watched our other videos, you can see that my teammate Jordan actually plays this card in one of his side decks, and overall that really made me look into it and figure out why. And I think it's a great card. It's an older card, so it's been flying under the radar for a while. It's from Storm of Ragnarok. So it's a very cheap card right now, and I see a lot of potential for it. Well, please comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you think about Cloak and Dagger, and let me know if they're message us and let us know if there's any type of card you think we should add into Why Aren't We Playing This. We'll do another segment and see what goes from there. Also, let us know if we should continue this, or if we should chalk this up as a lost cause and try something new. Well, thank you for watching, YouTube. This is Fox signing off.